What's going on, you guys? In this video, we are purchasing a 2014 Porsche Cayenne diesel, sight unseen. I got it from this listing on Cars&Bids from Doug DeMuro, and I'm going to be going over the listing here. Just wanted to record the journey. We're going to be flying down to Georgia this morning in a couple hours to pick it up, and then driving it 12 hours, 800 miles back. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully nothing goes wrong, but if it does, we'll be prepared for it. Just a little introduction about me. My name is Naf. For the past couple years, I've been doing HPDE, tracking my Mazda 3, and now it's time, I feel as though, to get a tow vehicle, something to tow my track car to and from the track. And after doing some research, I was really considering, something like a Toyota Sequoia, something with a V8. And doing a lot of research, but also kind of turned off by the gas mileage, 15 miles per gallon, 10 miles per gallon, and then towing would probably dramatically drop that. So that was kind of turning me off, and I was looking at a bunch of Sequoias in the neighborhood in New Jersey, and they're all super rusty, or there's certain things going on that I wasn't really a big fan of. And I also was considering the VW Touareg diesel, the TDI, and looking at different versions of that are available in my area. And then I started considering a Porsche Cayenne diesel because it's got the same powertrain as the Touareg, but it's got a little bit more nicer interior. I've never owned a European car. I've always owned Japanese cars, and I was worried about just the general maintenance and upkeep about a Porsche, but I did a lot of research, found out what the common failure points are, and decided, if I'm going to get a vehicle that's going to be a tow vehicle, a Porsche Cayenne diesel or a Touareg TDI would probably be a decent vehicle for me. They're rated to tow 7,700 pounds. Interior is comfortable. I didn't want a pickup truck. I wanted an SUV. So in doing the research, I was seeing a lot of Cayenne diesels on Facebook Marketplace, on Craigslist, on Carvana, CarMax, and they're going for like 30 G's. I've never personally purchased a vehicle for that much, and I don't plan on financing anything ever because I have never done that. So I wanted to find a vehicle that I could purchase outright. I looked at Cars&Bids, and I saw that there was a Cayenne diesel that was going to be done. The auction was going to end in 2 days, so I kind of stayed up a couple nights looking at it, seeing what was going on, and I decided to throw my hat in the ring at the last day, and it was between me and a couple other bidders, and I actually got outbid by somebody that bid $100 more than me, but that person was unable to be contacted afterwards, and Cars&Bids and the seller of this vehicle was not able to reach him. So Cars&Bids reached out to me via email, said I was the second highest bidder if I wanted to accept the vehicle at that highest bid price, and I decided sure, because I was kind of sad that I lost the bid, and then 24 hours later, somebody else lets me know from the company that I can still win this bid with my highest bid on this auction. So that's awesome. I know it's kind of long-winded right now, but I am on my iPad. This is just like a funky setup that I had to do real quick. But I'm gonna go ahead and open the window into the Cars&Bids and tell you why I chose it. This is the Cars&Bids, and it's a 2014 Porsche Cayenne diesel. I really liked it because although it has 173,000 miles, it's got a one owner history, and within that 173,000 miles, the owner drove it. He didn't garage it. He brought it into the dealership every 5,000 miles for maintenance, and it's got like an impressive Carfax history. There were a couple fender benders on the Carfax, but they were minor damage, so I'm thinking, a dented door or like little bumper dings, nothing crazy. It's white on black, and when I saw this vehicle, it took me a little while to kind of be sold on it, but the more I thought about it, I've never owned a vehicle from VW or Porsche, and I need something that's going to be comfortable and reliable, that's going to take me to the track, tow my vehicle, and also be a good occasional daily driver. And this really, really stood out to me. Just one owner. You can tell that the owner took very good care of it. The interior is in immaculate shape. And the person that purchased this vehicle got it at an auction. And when he got it at the auction, there was a common coolant leak falling into the valley of the V6 engine. So the dude replaced all of the hoses and gaskets and washers and all of the bits and bobs that would potentially be leaking into that coolant valley, or I mean the coolant leak that would be going into that valley in the V of the engine. So he took care of that. Then he went and took it to a shop to get the brakes serviced and replace the pads. As you can see, the interior here is in great condition. There's no cracks or tears. You can just tell that this is a one-owner vehicle. The person lived in the South, I think, North Carolina, South Carolina, or Georgia. I think it was South Carolina, Georgia. And it never saw too much snow. The undercarriage of it is typically, compared to North Jersey, it's pretty much rust-free. And, I can see that all of the gauges work. The carpets look clean. It's been taken care of. This car has been loved. The second hand is fallen off of the analog clock in the middle. Oh well. I bought this car for $14,470. Then Cars&Bids charged me a 2.5% fee, which was $360. So $14,420 plus $360 is $780. So $14,780, if my math is correct. So $14,800 for a Porsche. This is the most I've ever spent on a used car ever. However, I think it's worth it. And our flight is gonna be at 8 a.m. today, and I'm gonna be picking it up in Savannah, Georgia, and driving it back 800 miles back to New Jersey. So I'm anticipating nothing to go wrong, just because of the service history. The dude that purchased this vehicle and sold it on Cars&Bids, he sells Porsches, he fixes Porsches and resells them, and he has a lot of videos on YouTube about this car, a walk around, all the switches work, showing the interior, the engine bay, showing where the coolant did pool up and where he was able to siphon all the coolant out, and the new hoses. High mileage doesn't really scare me. My Mazda 3 hatchback has 173,000 miles. My Honda Insight hybrid, that's got 160,000 miles, and this car's got 170,000 miles. But that doesn't really matter as long as the previous owner, and it's only one owner, which is a really great thing, took great care of it. So yeah, I haven't been able to sleep. I've been restless. I'm gonna get ready for this flight. You're going to see me pick it up, my first impressions, a walk around, a POV, and you're going to see the beginning to the end of this 800-mile road trip. I don't know what is in store. I'm hoping it's going to be smooth sailing, but I'm also confident that I can take care of anything that would arise. Thank you so much for sticking around so far, and you will see us next time.